presume most of our audience knows.
It's real easy to recap. Our book begins 4 months after Jerry Garcia died, and it ends on the stage at Chicago, July 5th, 2015, at the final concert of the Fare Thee Well.
So what drew you to tell this story?
So, there's no real short version of that, but after Jerry died, and I was still working at the Chronicle, I spent a lot of effort covering everything Grateful Dead as they went through this traumatic transition. And instantly I recognized that there was a larger, overreaching drama going on for all the 4 guys left behind: Bob Weir, Phil Lesh, Mickey Hart, and Billy Kreutzmann. If I was cover Phil's Christmas show or Mickey's Euro Disco CD, there was just this whole other thing that was going on, some very deep personal drama. And as I continued to cover every post-Jerry event, whether the other ones, blah, 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 this and that, I got that feeling. It wasn't until 2006 when the convergence of 2 events, the death of Ramrod, the long-standing road manager, who really was as much of a Grateful Dead person as anybody, including Garcia. And within 48 hours, like right exactly after Ramrod died, the moving van pulled up and offloaded the tape vault and took it down to Warner Brothers. And I thought, man, I heard the door slam shut. And the 4 guys weren't even speaking to each other at that point. They'd sold all the real estate, fired everybody, closed the office. So I put together a book proposal. And I learned a great lesson because this book proposal was just roundly laughed off by every publisher who read it. It's like, oh, great story, Selvin. It starts bad and just keeps getting worse till the end. A downward spiral. So I came to understand valuable lesson about writing books, and, long-time newspaper man, you need these lessons. Books have to have, if not a happy ending, at least a redemptive conclusion. So I put the proposal away and didn't think about it again. Fare Thee Well came and happened. I went down to the first show in Santa Clara, Levi's Stadium, and I did a review for the Chronicle because I figured the Chronicle readers, they deserved to have a review by somebody who had actually seen the Grateful Dead. And I was so blown away by the audience and the scene and just the Deadheads. They showed up with their A party. They walked in with joy, bliss, love, and they got handed a red rose. I mean, the whole thing was just, before one single note was played, it was perfect. And what happened was fantastic. I mean, the band could be great or not so great or somewhere in between. It didn't matter because this was a true Dionysian revel. The audience was there to turn this into a Grateful Dead concert, and that's exactly what they did. In fact, the whole thing ended up, the first set ending with this rainbow over the stage just as the band finishes Viola Lead Blues. I mean, it was just mind-boggling. But I wrote the article, and I was in the middle of writing my book about Altamont, so I really didn't give it much extra thought. And about a couple weeks later, I ran into Mickey Hart. And Mickey Hart has finished the Chicago gigs now. He's transformed. I haven't seen him like this in years. He's whole, he's complete in ways that just, hadn't been. It found some kind of closure, some completion. It's just amazing. And in talking to him, I realized, oh my God, there's my redemptive conclusion. Fare Thee Well is the happy ending for this book that's almost 10 years old. But I'm in the middle of writing this Altamont book, and I can't possibly stop to revise my proposal. This is where I found Pamela Turley and was able to hand off the proposal to her. She revised it right into a publishing deal, so we went ahead together on this matter.
The 2 different trains of questioning came to mind. So the idea of, I didn't get to read the Altamont book, but did that have a redemptive ending? I wouldn't imagine so.
Kind of. What happened to the Rolling Stones and what happened to the Grateful Dead after Altamont at least it has conclusionary material.